Have you seen the beef that's going on between Elon Musk and Trump?
Yeah, it's kind of like Elon. Elon got to tread lightly, bro. Because
Yeah.
Trump is a chess player.
Trump has
It's
so
like
much
you
more
played
power.
him. It's like you played him to get all these things and do these commercials, get all this government funding, and now you're going against him.
Because Trump allowed Elon to get so close to the U.S. government that I'm sure that there's just so much shit that Elon knows about that Trump doesn't really want him to expose. So Elon's first move during all of this today has just been a war zone, for the record. On Twitter, it's been crazy with them. Well, really not Trump going back and forth. Trump's doing like press conferences talking about, but Elon said that the reason why the Epstein files have not been released is because of Trump and the fact that Trump was out there, which is really one of the craziest accusations that you could possibly make, because he's basically saying that Trump was fucking with children. I mean, really, like teenagers or whatever.
He's
like,
not saying that.
well, but what is the
Just
other thing that's
because he
going
hasn't
on?
released him don't mean Trump is fucking with children.
What else is going on at
He can
Epstein's
have some
Island
more
that you would be ashamed
He
of?
can have some more political partners that may have been involved in some things that he's trying to keep from getting exposed. Don't mean it was him.
Listen, maybe Elon doesn't actually think that, but by saying that, he's opening the door for that to be what most people assume, because that is what other illegal activities were going on at Epstein's Island? Maybe drugs,
Me and
sure,
R&B
but
visited
primarily
Epstein Island.
weird sex stuff and underage girls.
We did. We pulled up on Epstein Island.
I don't believe you. I guess I'll just put it that way.
I swear to God, we pulled up on Epstein Island.
What did you do there?
When we went to the Virgin Islands.
Okay.
We went out there, chartered a boat. They pulled right up on it.
Okay.
They said it had just
So
sold.
it's not really Epstein's Island anymore, right?
No, they sold it for like 20 million, 30, some
No,
low
it's
shit.
just some other island.
They sold it for low. Like, but
Probably because it's got a creepy vibe.
What I'm telling you this is that it literally sits in the middle of the water. Your ass, once you there, ain't no getting off unless you get to a boat or a helicopter.
Uh-huh.
There's no highways or nothing to take you here. So I can only imagine the people that's brought there knowing.
Right.
You better do what you told to do, however you told to do it, or you ain't leaving.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. There were moments where when the Elon and Donald Trump bromance was like really heating up, where people in politics were saying, watch how this is going to end. Because Trump, notoriously, his friendships seem very much based on loyalty, people who are willing to suck his dick in order to get whatever they can out of their career, et cetera. And with the Elon thing, I think he has a lot more pride than the average person working in politics, because so many people, Republicans who are in Washington, will just literally do whatever Trump says. And we're seeing that even with people like Zuckerberg or Jeff Bezos, who are basically willing to bend the knee to keep Trump happy. And I mean, I never thought that they would go from seemingly cool to making the most vicious accusations about each other in the course of like a handful of days. Like, this is mind-blowing stuff, and who knows how bad it could get. Who knows who's working in the background to try to make this not get that bad. But this is out of control. This is like one of the craziest things we've seen in the history of
I'm gonna
politics.
be real. If you're asking me strategically, who's ahead of whom?
Elon is saying that Trump needs to be indicted.
Listen, I'm going to tell you Elon is ahead of Trump. I'm going to tell you why. I think when Elon made his move, whatever he did for his donating to Trump's thing or whatever, to befriend him, Elon already knew why he was doing it, what he was going in there to do, what he was going in there to achieve, and how he was going to make his out. He knew the things he needed to find out to strengthen the hand he already had, and that's what he's doing. Now, you're going to know that because if you don't start to see Trump pull back on some of those funding he allowed to Elon, it's because Elon knows too much or has something.
It's all about this bill that has a ton of government spending. It has like almost $3 trillion worth of government spending, or that's going to increase the national debt by around $3 trillion. And the whole thing about it is that Trump put Elon in place to open the Doge agency where they could attack government spending. And it seems like Elon is actually kind of more principled in terms of his support for that.
He's saying, well, we're looking and you're the problem.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Trump doesn't give a f- he just wants to get his way in every possible way. So Elon's realizing that he might have, like, Elon really kind of fucked up his whole image by getting so behind Trump. There's so many people, look at how Tesla's stock is doing. Like, so many people.
Yeah, but you got
I would have considered buying a Tesla. I would never buy a Tesla now. You
Why?
could give me a Tesla and I'm going to sell it on day one because I hate Elon Musk with such passion.
Why?
He's just such a lying bitch. He's a drug addict.
I mean, bro.
Allegedly.
Yo, listen.
He's just a crook. He's just like, I don't trust him.
Elon's a crook?
Yes. Do you know about his bet with Sam Harris?
What bet?
Okay. I'm going to talk about this. I've talked about this before.
Elon ain't no crook, bro.
Elon's a crook. Let me tell you why. So in the early days of COVID, there's a writer and a philosopher, I guess you could say, Sam Harris. Him and Elon Musk is tweeting about how COVID was just like the common cold.
Yeah.
Sam Harris reaches out to him. He says, I think this is really, really inappropriate for you to be using your platform to spread this kind of stuff because it's not true. Elon said, I will bet you $1 million that there will not be 30,000 cases of COVID in America.
He ain't paid his bet?
Now, as you all know, over a couple million people died from COVID in America. Died, not just cases. So you would think if we made a serious bet like that, and Sam is fairly rich too, even though the bet actually wasn't for $1 million. It was like if Sam won the bet, Elon was going to donate $1 million to his charity of choice. And if Elon won the bet, Sam was going to give him $1,000. I believe it was. It was like mismatched in that regard. So as it became obvious that Sam was the right one in this argument, Elon stopped responding to him and started trashing him on Twitter and obviously didn't pay up his end of the bet. Now, that's just one random story. That story right there in a lot of communities that we're involved in, I think, like if we made a bet of $1 million, you didn't pay. I'm in the poker world. If somebody makes a bet of $1 million, they don't pay. You are eternally shunned from that world. So that right there is enough for me to say that I know that Elon has no principles and he's a piece of shit. That being said, I also think there's 1,000 other good examples. I can't say that
about Elon because
you met him one time.
I met him.
And you glazed him.
No. Listen, when we stepped into his facility, he told the security, let Wack do what he want to do. He let me use my phone. I got all kind of crazy recordings. He let me wander around the grounds, ask him questions. Kicked it with him and his son. I got all the videos and shit, right? So he was cool with me. Like, he kind of told me his philosophy on dealing with his workforce.
Right. He was nice to you. So
no, he was cool. He was just, no, what I appreciated about Elon is he was just down. He was like, no, I walk in here, you were like, what's up? Like regular. People would think that Adam is probably tucked away over here. You can't get to it. You be running around here with your little game, whatever you call that, chilling, right? It's just real shit. Like Elon's the same way. But
it's easy to be nice when you're fried off of ketamine all day. Actually, what I just realized
I didn't see me no.
I don't know if I've ever been in a situation where I was rooting for Trump so much.
I never saw him eating popcorn. I never seen
ketamine.
Right?
It's a drug. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't listen.
New York Times just did a huge expose.
If you want to debate me,
ecstasy, cocaine,
me about all these new drugs.
He does way more drugs than me.
I don't know nothing about these new drugs. I don't know what they look like.
Just because you don't know about them doesn't mean that they're not real.
No, I'm not saying they're not real, but I don't know. Like when you say ketamine, like what does that do?
It's a tranquilizer.
To do what? Like keep
to get fucked up.
Okay, but what is an upper?
No, it's more of a downer. It chills you out. Apparently it's amazing. I've never done it.
See, where I come from, these dudes don't even do drugs right. Where I come from, you couldn't do uppers and downers. You speedball and your heart blow up on you. Now they
still do it.
They tooting cocaine, drinking lean, smoking weed, popping perks, whatever this shit is. I don't,
Yeah, that's
the old school drugs: crack, powder, marijuana, PCP, heroin.
So you look down on Elon because he doesn't smoke crack?
No, I don't look down on Elon at all.
I honestly don't really think
I respect his business hand.
It's definitely possible.
I respect his business hand.
Right. I guess, okay, I respect that too. That being said, I'm really joyfully watching Tesla's stock price go down.
Now, their stock, when it went down, all that was a play. Because if you brought into it that low, the shit went right back up.
Okay. Let's do this.
Now, I don't like Teslas because I'm scared of them. I'm scared of that battery. I'm scared that if something happens, accident, the doors may lock up. The windows, you can't break them.
Look at this. Tesla's sales in Europe have experienced a significant decline with a 49% drop in April 2025 compared to the previous year. 49%.
So let me ask you
I'm
something.
having a good old time watching
me
this
ask
go
you
down.
something.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the most fun
Let
I've
me
had
ask you
watching the
something.
news
I
in a
want
while.
to see where you at with it.
Sure.
You think that affects Elon?
Yes.
No. Elon been got his money.
Why do you think he
Elon-
took a step back from
listen.
Doge? Because they're gonna kick him off the fucking Tesla
Listen.
board.
Elon been got his money.
Yes, he has
many
a lot of
moons
money.
ago.
He has
No,
enough money that he doesn't have to make any more money, but he has very lofty
That ain't what we
ambitions
talking about.
in his career. He wants to build the next generation of space travel. He
listen.
wants to build the next generation of
That's some
electric
ego
cars.
shit going on right now.
Right. He's going to be rich either way. I get that.
Elon been got his money from Tesla many moons ago. He has to stay there in the position he is because he's the face and the voice of it, right? He wouldn't give a fuck if it plummeted. It don't affect his pockets. He's already been paid off from that. Now, the ego thing is anything I touch, I want to turn to gold and I want to continue to enhance the things that I want to do.
Everybody views Tesla as being his. So regardless of what percentage of it,
that's why you pay him.
what percentage of it he owns, if Tesla flops, if Tesla implodes and is no longer a successful company, everybody on earth is going to look at that as Elon's failure.
That's where the ego kicks in. But what I'm telling you financially, he already done cashed in on Tesla.
I believe you that there's almost nothing that could happen to Elon Musk that would fuck him over financially.
We ain't talking about his overall finances. When it comes to Tesla, he's already cashed in. He didn't got what he's gonna get, and right now they just paying him his little salary, whatever it is. You need to be the face and the voice of this thing. That's how they do. You take these companies, they build it, they sell them, and then they stay in place and be the face of it because that's what brought it its value.
The thing is that Elon is very much involved with Tesla on a day-to-day basis. He's made it very clear that the self-driving robo-taxi thing is like his pride and joy. Like that's what he's dying to get off the ground and make that. He believes that that's going to be like the next great revolution in transportation, which it very may well be if it works out.
I think it's all a setup because they record.
Let's destroy our sales in Europe. It's
they
a setup.
drive themselves. And brother, they're dangerous. You get in an accident in those things, that battery goes.
They're a lot less dangerous than regular
burns
cars.
10 times hotter than a fuel fire.
Okay, but it's a lot less dangerous than human beings driving.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Then why are they allowing them to be on the roads if they're so much more dangerous?
I seen a video clipping of the ones that they got out in Arizona driving on the wrong side of the freeway.
There are incidents like that, but that doesn't really compare to a human being which gets drunk, looks for his keys while he's driving, smashes his wife's head into the dashboard while he's driving.
Gets drunk. It malfunctions.
Right. No, not consistently.
What?
And before it's deployed nationwide, probably most of that will be tied up. Now, obviously, this is a very lofty ambition.
Listen, have you studied the fires?
Not
how hot they burn?
No.
They shut the damn freeway down 18 hours.
Yeah.
Because the batteries went up.
Okay, well, Tesla then. Let's not buy Tesla.
They said, in order for them to dispose of the batteries, it's 3 times worse than what we're doing with the fuel.
So you think Elon's a genius, but you also think that he's pushing these death boxes onto the American people.
They're saying disposing of these batteries is 3 times worse for the environment than what the pollution is doing from the combustion of the fuel.
The important thing is that I have found someone who I like less than Trump, which is I didn't know that I had that in me.